It's time for Starfinder, Episode 5 as Keskadai.
Starfinder, Dead Suns. Episode 5, Drift Phantoms. Estimated playtime, 90 minutes.
Inventory report, battle staff, laser pistol, second skin, datapad, 8 healing serums, greater healing serum, data transmitter, rotating pistol, data drive, dueling sword, keycard, 2 salt water bombs, and seeking weapon fusion. You have 3 level 1 spell slots and 3 healing channel charges available to use.
You and your companions stand aboard the bridge of the abandoned mining ship Acreon, having just finished battling your way past alien monstrosities in an effort to determine what happened to the crew. Upon reaching the bridge, you learned from the captain's final log that the beleaguered crew retreated to the asteroid the ship was towing. You also learned that the captain suspected the deadly monster infestation was the result of foul play by their client, Astral Extractions. Unfortunately, thanks to your battle with Clara, Absalom Station Security has recalled your shuttle, leaving you stranded on the Acreon until you've completed your mission. Clara kicks one of the control consoles.
Well, this is just great. Ambassador Bonebrain tells you to investigate the asteroid, but ganks your shuttle so we can't reach it. Talk about planning ahead. I now understand how the Eoxians accidentally set their whole planet on fire.
We're not stranded. Not completely.
She directs your attention to the monitor, showing a video feed of the ship's stern and the long cables leading down to the drift rock.
This ship doesn't have a shuttle of its own. The crew must have climbed down the tow cables. We can do the same.
I'm better in vacuum than most, but that's still a hell of a spacewalk, sister. Those cables must be a mile long.
Then we'd better get started. You coming?
Do you follow Raya?
Well, yeah. What choice do we have?
You head for the door, and Clara follows, trailed by Noor's drone.
Sure, why not fling ourselves into vacuum? I wasn't breathing this air anyway.
As you pass through the ship's crew recreation area, you glance over to where you left the goblins.
All right, these chuckleheads. Hey, where's the other one?
Where there should be 2 goblins, you see only the larger female, Roguk. Next to her lie broken restraints and an empty bag of pickle chips. Raya crouches down and undoes the goblin's gag.
He took my stuff. Shim got out of his ties. Is real squirmy like that. But instead of untying me, he took my stuff and left. He said he was gonna take all our air tanks and fly back to the station.
I'm sure that'll work out well for him.
What should we do with Rogak here? We can't just leave her tied up. If something happens to us on the drift rock, she'll die.
So
We can't just untie her and leave her here either. Who knows what kind of trouble she could get into. We need to take her with us.
I thought we already established that playing goblin babysitter was a bad idea.
Do you agree to take the goblin with you?
Nope. We're gonna leave her.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody here still sees reason. Look, you got hired to find out what happened to the Acreon's crew, and that's what we're doing. Dealing with stowaways is someone else's job.
Clara waves at Noor's observation drone.
Your Ambassador Noor is watching all of this, right? Consider this officially asking him to notify station security. They can send somebody from Goblin Protective Services or whoever to grab this little monster when they bring us our shuttle. It'll all be just fine, okay?
Raya pouts, but nods. Leaving the goblin behind, you continue on to the aft of the ship.
Congratulations. You earned the Goblins Running Amok award for discovering that a goblin escaped containment. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Progress saved.
Wow.
5% complete.
What the crap?
Back inside the ship's airlock, Raya grabs a handful of safety tethers off the wall, then cycles the atmosphere. Your magnetic boots grip the ship's hull as you make your way over the Acreon's outer surface to the 3 long tow cables. As you stare up at the thick cables and the endless night whirling above you, Raya's resolve seems to falter. Clara steps forward and gently takes the tethers from her.
We'll all want to clip in.
She loops the tether's strap around the cable, then clips both carabiners to D-rings in her armor.
This way nobody can fall off. But you'll still need to be careful. Going hand over hand the whole way would take forever, so we'll need to glide. This much distance, we could pick up a lot of speed. So watch your spacing.
She unlocks the magnets in her boots and shoves off, sailing up the line. You clip on behind her, then leap upward.
Rolling for athletics check. 2 with no bonus is 2.
Ouch.
You skim upward along the line easily enough, but as you near Clara and reach out to the tow cable to slow yourself, your hand slips.
Hey, slow down!
You manage to grab the line, but too hard. Your body cartwheels around, and you slam into Clara.
Watch it, will ya? I said to keep your distance.
You take 1 damage and have 23 hit points remaining.
Behind you, Raya clips in and kicks off. In moments, you're all skimming along the tow cable. Despite the hungry void waiting just beyond your helmet's faceplate, you quickly find yourself growing bored. The tow cables are long, and without nearby reference points, your progress seems painfully slow, even though you know objectively that you've attained significant speed. Your heads-up display glows with an alert, indicating that Clara has opened a private channel.
I'm glad to see you're keeping up back there. Looks like we're gonna have a minute. So are you, seeing anybody? Just curious.
This is so...
Do you say that you're seeing someone? Single? Or something else?
This is so silly. Single is what I said.
Really? That's cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody either. Who's got time for that, am I right? But, you know, if I met the right person, I'd make time. So anyway, Hey, look out!
Just ahead, the tow cable you're traveling on has been sliced partway through.
Uh-oh.
Its severed metallic threads a snarled nest of glittering points. Before you can stop, Clara hits them full speed, her safety tether snagging on the wire. The cable snaps, whipping backward and sending you and Raya tumbling free.
Help!
Rolling for reflex save. 8 plus 2 reflex bonus is 10.
Well, that sucks.
The stars whirl around you. You manage to grab Raya's tether, but you're already too far from the remaining cables to reach. Without suit thrusters, there's no way to maneuver, and you realize that you're both doomed. You'll just keep spinning out into the darkness as your suit's air slowly gives out. Until...
Gotcha!
A hand grabs the back of your armor, jerking you and Raya to a stop. You look up and see Clara clinging to the end of the broken tow cable. With a heave, she pulls you in. You and Raya grab onto one of the intact cables, clinging to its reassuring weave.
Oh, gods, that was close. Thank you, Clara.
Don't mention it. You two are my ticket off this rock. Think I'm gonna let you sail away that easily?
The android smiles at you, and you try to smile back, but your whole body is shaking. You can't stop thinking about how close you came to dying horribly. It takes all your willpower not to throw up.
You are now hampered and take a -2 penalty on your attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. It lasts for 8 hours or until you receive magical healing, like that from a healing serum or spell.
You loop your safety lines around the unbroken tow cable and continue onward. The asteroid looms large as you draw near.
All right, folks, we're getting close. Get ready.
Rolling for athletics check. 8 -2 hampered penalty is 6.
You manage to flip yourself around so you're oriented properly as you touch down on the drift rock, but don't quite manage to get your tether unhooked in time. Raya crashes down into you.
Hey!
Clara just shakes her head.
You take 1 damage, and are left with 22 hit points. Raya takes 1 damage. Progress saved. 10% complete. Pause for now? Or keep playing?
We're also going to use one of those 2 extra healing serums I got.
The drift rock is a nondescript rocky asteroid, reddish-brown and irregularly shaped. Only 1,000 feet across, it's too small to have any discernible atmosphere or gravity.
Looks like these rocks have a high metal content. It's not enough for our boot magnets to latch onto. But if I set the field power to maximum, the pull should be enough to keep us from floating away entirely. As long as we don't build up too much momentum.
No sudden movements or we fall off. Got it.
Clara leans in to consult a readout on Raya's suit.
You should have plenty of air to scout this place out and then wait for Nor to send a pickup. But it won't leave us a lot of margin. I can hang out in a vacuum all day, but unless somebody left a suit charger out here, camping won't be an option for you. So let's not dawdle. I'll take point and... Are you listening, Greenie?
Raya is glancing back and forth between the horizon and her wrist computer. Raya points to one of the asteroid's 2 close horizons.
Look at how this stone is angled there. It's a totally clean shear, like something just sliced this piece off of something larger. And the surface doesn't have any impact craters. I know they found this thing in the drift, but most asteroids have been around for billions of years. Something should have run into it.
Yeah, well, let's leave the geology to the folks who get paid for it. We're here to find the Acreon's crew and get the hell out.
Tethering yourselves together with your safety lines, you and your companions make your way across the surface of the asteroid. The magnetic field from your boots isn't enough to make walking feasible, so movement is more like zero-gravity rock climbing, skimming smoothly from handhold to handhold.
Rolling for perception check. 3, plus 10 perception bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 11.
Not far from the asteroid's tow cable anchor, Clara suddenly jerks to a halt, the safety tether whipping you awkwardly into a rock outcropping.
Found something.
Grumbling under your breath, you clamber over to her. Hidden beneath a rocky outcropping, you find the dark mouth of a cave. Raya taps at her wrist computer and mutters. 4 tiny lights fly from her fingers, illuminating a 15-foot wide tunnel.
No need for suit lamps. These will stick with us.
Untethering from each other, you follow Raya's lights down into the cave. Raya sails forward eagerly, but Clara grabs her foot and pulls her back.
Steady there, whiz kid. This isn't some academic field work. How about you stay in the middle where it's safest? You want to take point, or should I?
Do you lead the way? Or ask Clara to take point?
Lead the way.
You tell Clara that you've been friends with death long enough not to fear it. You launch forward and take the lead.
Copy that, bug dude. I'll watch our backs.
After a short way, the corridor widens out into a roughly spherical cavern 30 feet wide. In the center floats a humanoid body, surrounded by a haze of blood.
Well, at least we're on the right track. Do you think we're facing more Void Stalkers, or something else?
Raya points to several shallow divots on the wall, where large objects appear to have been chiseled roughly away, leaving motes of glittering dust drifting in the zero-G.
Look at the scarring on those walls. That's recent. I bet my last credit, this is where the Acreon's crew found those Voidstalker cocoons.
Raya waves Nor's camera drone forward, and it makes a 360-degree orbit of the chamber, recording the scene.
Do you approach the body to examine it? Or keep your distance and continue down the tunnel?
Examine the body.
Got it. My eyes are on the tunnel. I've got you covered.
Droplets of blood burst against your armor as you move into the cloud. The body is that of a middle-aged human male, wearing an environment suit with a prominent Acreon shoulder patch and decorated with dozens of stickers of cartoon characters and band logos. The suit is torn across the chest, and dead eyes stare out from behind the faceplate. Noor's drone floats closer for more detailed footage.
Do you examine his wounds? Search the body? Or keep moving?
Examine his wounds.
You probe carefully at the corpse's wounds. Raya watches from over your shoulder, consulting medical data on her wrist computer.
Rolling for medicine check. 20 plus 5 medicine bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 23.
Nice.
The suit seems to have sealed itself around the gory wound in the man's chest, keeping its occupant from asphyxiating. The paleness of the man's face and sheer volume of blood floating around him indicates blood loss as the cause of death. The wound itself matches Voidstalker bite patterns. You're about to finish when you notice an unusual blue sheen to some of the blood and tissue around the wound.
That's odd.
Raya leans in and aims a tiny device at the discoloration.
Maybe it's... Oh gods, look!
She holds out her computer. On the screen is a dramatically magnified image that you recognize immediately as human blood. Yet floating among the cells and platelets are unfamiliar tadpole-shaped organisms, all the same translucent blue as the Voidstalkers.
The Voidstalkers! This is how they reproduce. Microscopic larvae that get into the blood. We've been lucky not to be infected ourselves. My medical codex says that they can take over a body and turn it into a living corpse. But these ones aren't moving. The host must have died before they could convert him.
Sounds like this guy got lucky too, then.
Do you search the body? Or keep moving?
Search it.
You search the corpse's suit.
Rolling for perception check. 15 plus 10 perception bonus, minus 2 hampered penalty, is 23.
The dead crew member doesn't have much, just the ruined spacesuit and an empty flare pistol. Clara kicks the pistol aside.
Worthless.
As you start to turn away, one of the many stickers on the corpse's suit catches your eye. You point it out to Raya.
Wait, is that Three-Beard Lorio?
She floats over and examines the sticker, which bears a drawing of the Lashunta Hollow Star in a classic pin-up style. His bright green flight suit unzipped to the navel.
I wonder...
Raya pulls out the datapad she found in the crew wreck area on the Acreon, its lock screen plastered with pictures of Lorio. She removes one of the corpse's gloves, then presses the dead hand against the datapad screen.
It worked.
Wow.
Looks like this belonged to him.
Raya immediately begins digging through the unlocked pad's files.
Looks like the last activity was before everything went to hell. He must have dropped it during the fighting. But this is interesting. His name was Branault Kindler, and he was the ship's engineer. His brother Garvin recently took a job at the Astral Extraction's head office, and Branault wasn't happy about it.
Alright, let's bail. Weapons up, everybody.
Before you leave, you take the time to remove the crewman's helmet and close his eyes. Drawing the spiral of pharasma in the vacuum above his face, you ask the goddess to protect his spirit as it travels to her court for judgment.
Come on, Keskadai. Something tells me there'll be plenty more corpsicles to bless before this is over.
Together with Raya and Clara, you form up and continue on down the tunnel.
Progress saved. 15% complete.
After another short distance, the tunnel turns and widens once more. While most of this cavern is rough and natural, with uneven outcroppings, one entire wall has been clearly excavated. its stone surface as smooth and flat as a countertop. Another humanoid corpse in an Acreon environment suit floats near the wall in a fetal position, helmet removed and bald head slumped forward.
Do you approach the body to examine it? Or keep your distance and continue down the tunnel?
Yep. We'll do the same thing again, but before we do that, see if I can...
Rolling for healing amount. 2. 2 hit points healed, no longer hampered. You are at full health with 24 hit points. Do you approach the body to examine it? Or keep your distance and continue down the tunnel?
Alright, that worked. Approach the body.
You give the signal to approach the body.
Rolling for perception check. 13 plus 10 perception bonus is 23.
Yes!
As Raya starts toward it, you grab her shoulder and throw her back behind you.
What?
Movement.
With a lurch, the corpse uncurls, revealing gray, rotting skin and elongated claw hands. Its lower jaw has been completely torn away, and beneath a mouthful of sharpened teeth, a grotesquely long blue tongue thrashes like a tentacle. The creature shoves off the wall, launching itself toward you.
Zombie!
The comms in the zombie's suit are still operational and broadcasting on emergency frequencies. The conduction mics carrying its slavering screams across the vacuum and into your ear.
Kill it, kill it, kill it!
Wow.
Rolling for mysticism check. 20 plus 10 mysticism bonus is 30.
Nice.
Which means it might also share their weaknesses. Your mind immediately goes to your remaining saltwater bombs.
Oh, that's right. I still have 2 of those.
Rolling for initiative. 11 plus 2 initiative bonus is 13. Rolling for the other combatants. You are the first to act.
Yay.
Raya is 90 feet behind you, Clara is 60 feet behind you,
Ooh.
and the void zombie is within arm's reach. Warning,
Oh,
moving
Jesus.
in 0G is difficult and requires an athletics check. To start your turn, do you swing your dueling sword at the void zombie? Or fire at the void zombie?
Fall back. Fuck this.
You carefully push off and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 1 with no bonus is 1. You clumsily fall back 30 feet. You struggle to control your movement and become off-kilter. Your next attack will take a -2 penalty unless you spend a move to get your bearings first. To end your turn, do you fire at the void zombie? Or take cover?
This fight sucks. We might have to do this again.
You dart behind cover. Clara fires her autocannon at the void zombie.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is an off day.
Then Clara takes cover. Raya advances 30 feet, then fires her hand coil at the void zombie.
Ha! Gotcha!
2 damage.
That sucked.
The void zombie is hardly injured at all. The void zombie advances 30 feet, then whips its feeding tendril at you.
Oh, shit.
8 damage.
Ow!
You have 16 hit points remaining.
The lashing blue tongue lances through your armor and into your flesh, pulsing obscenely as it slurps out your blood. A wave of weariness passes over you, and you take a -1 penalty to all your melee attacks and damage until the end of combat.
Clara is taking cover, 30 feet behind you. And Raya is 30 feet
that
behind you,
sucks.
and the void zombie is within arm's reach. You are behind cover. To remove the effect of being off-kilter, try getting your bearings before attacking. Keskadai, do you get your bearings? Swing your dueling sword at the void zombie. You take a moment to orient yourself. You are no longer off-kilter and will not take a penalty on your next attack. To avoid being targeted and a bonus to your next attack, try hiding. Do you swing your dueling sword at the void zombie? Fire at the void zombie? Or hide out of sight? You cautiously kick off from your current position and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 16, with no bonus, is 16.
Yes!
You leave cover and gracefully fall back 30 feet. Clara fires her autocannon at the void zombie.
Oh, wouldn't want to be you.
8 damage.
Nice.
The void zombie is wounded. Raya fires her hand coil at the void zombie.
Damn it!
That's not fair.
Then Raya takes cover. The void zombie advances 30 feet, then lances its feeding tenderloin towards Clara. 9 damage.
Ow!
Clara is injured. Clara, Raya, and the void zombie are within arm's reach. For some protection from ranged attacks, try taking cover. Keskadai, do you swing your dueling sword at the void zombie? Rolling for attack. 1.
God damn it!
Critical fail. Do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You quickly take cover. Clara fires her autocannon at the void zombie.
Oh yeah!
8 damage. The void zombie is severely injured. Raya fires her hand coil at the void zombie.
All right.
8 damage. The void zombie is defeated.
Whew! Yeah!
The zombie goes limp, floating motionless in the blood-misted cavern. You take a moment to rest and recover from your injuries.
Raya is restored to her maximum of 20 hit points. Clara is restored to her maximum of 23 hit points. You are restored to your maximum of 24 hit points. Progress saved. 20% complete.
Woohoo!
Well, that was special. What the hell is up with Mr. Blue Tongue?
Raya floats gingerly over to the corpse, running her diagnostic lasers over the tongue and consulting her computer.
It's not a tongue, it's a feeding tendril. This crew member must have been infected by the Voidstalker's parasitic larvae. They grew inside his flesh until the strongest attached to his brain and turned him into this living corpse. This is its tail. Oh, at least we killed it before it was strong enough to hatch completely. Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's just excellent news. Really a gold star day for me.
Clara turns to you.
You need to examine this thing as well, or can we put this nightmare freak show behind us?
Do you help Raya examine the body? Or nod to Clara and keep moving?
Yeah, let's help her.
Rolling for perception check. 12 plus 10 perception bonus is 22.
Yeah!
You can see that this crew member was a human male in his 20s, his skin grayed by death and hair crumbling to dust at the slightest touch. You find the name Corvo printed on his environment suit and a small religious tract in an inner pocket titled Waden, the God Who Walks Among Us. Clara glances at the pamphlet, then tosses it aside.
God of equality? No thanks. I'm happy being better than average.
You bless the corpse, sanctifying it against further undead desecration, then move onward down the tunnel.
Progress saved. 25% complete.
After 100 feet, you arrive in a new cavern. This one is larger than the previous two, a full 60 feet in diameter. Giant pillars of stone crisscross the space in smooth triple helix patterns, surrounding another tunnel mouth that, from your current orientation, yawns like a pit in the floor.
Okay, now that can't be natural. Can it?
Clara floats next to the tunnel entrance, back against the wall, and the rifle sights roam the room.
I don't like any of this. We need a plan before we stumble into any more trouble. Why don't I cover you while you check out that pit?
Do you agree and check out the pit? Or ask Clara to switch places?
Agree to check out the pit.
You agree and shove off into the cavern, followed closely by Raya. You whip your head back around to see transparent claws of ghostly pink energy emerge from the wall behind Clara, plunging into her skin. As she launches herself away, spraying android circulatory fluid in a graceful arc, the spectral form of a humanoid woman wearing a spacesuit detaches from the wall. A twisted voice screams telepathically inside your head.
Rolling for mysticism check. 8 plus 10 mysticism bonus is 18.
Yeah.
The pink energy allows you to recognize the ghostly figure as a drift dead. The drift is a mysterious extraspatial dimension that ship engines use to bridge the vast distances between star systems. When a mortal dies inside it, it can sometimes rise as a restless spirit called a drift dead. Isolated from the natural cycle of souls, the spirit goes insane with rage. Its incorporeal spirit body lets it pass through solid walls and makes it extremely difficult to dispatch.
It's a ghost. Kill it.
You mean kill it again?
Whatever, just shoot it.
Oh, boy.
The apparition holds both arms out toward Clara as if asking for an embrace.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Clara shakes her head, trying to clear it.
I'm not...
She looks at you, eyes awash in a film of pink energy, and her face contorts into a mask of horror. She aims her rifle straight at you.
Get away!
Clara, no!
Rolling for initiative. 18 plus 2 initiative bonus is 20. Rolling for the other combatants.
Ooh.
Clara advances 30 feet, then swings her seismic pick at the drift dead.
Miss. Damn it.
Pay attention, kid. You might learn something.
5 damage.
Oh. She didn't miss.
The drift dead is minorly wounded. Raya is 30 feet behind you, and Clara and the drift dead are 30 feet ahead. Warning, moving in 0G is difficult and requires an athletics check. To start your turn, do you fire at the drift dead? Or take cover?
Okay, we're just gonna fire and then take cover.
Rolling for attack. 5 plus 3 attack
Well,
bonus is 8.
sucked.
Miss. To end your turn, do you take cover? Or advance? You dart behind cover. Raya fires magic missile at the drift dead. For damage. The drift dead is injured, then Raya takes cover.
Raya's bolts of magical energy slam home, tearing great gouts of pink fog from the spectre.
It sure didn't like that.
The drift dead tries to rake Clara with her glowing claws. Six damage. Clara is injured, then the drift dead whirls and vanishes, reappearing 90 feet behind. Clara struggles against the pink energy swirling around her body. The drift dead is just beyond your range, 90 feet behind you. Raya is taking cover, 30 feet behind you, and Clara is 30 feet ahead. You are behind cover. To use your rotating pistol, get within 60 feet of an enemy.
Oh,
Cascadai, do you fall back?
shit.
Or hide out of sight.
I forgot that the fucking drift dead can do that.
You cautiously kick off from your current position and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 7 with no bonus
fuck.
is 7. You leave cover and clumsily fall back 30 feet. You struggle to control your movement and become off kilter. Your next attack will take a -2 penalty unless you spend a move to get your bearings first. Do you fire at the drift dead? Or take cover? You take a moment to orient yourself. You are no longer off kilter and will not take a penalty on your next attack. Raya fires her hand coil at the drift dead.
Oh, you messed with the wrong Lashunta today.
7 damage. The drift dead is seriously wounded.
The creature points a withered, glowing claw toward you. Where it points, your skin and armor crack and split.
Ooh.
Gobbets of flesh detach and float away like bubbles.
The drift dead whirls and vanishes, reappearing by Raya, then tries to rake you with her glowing claws. Six damage. You have 18 hit points remaining. Clara fires her autocannon at the drift dead.
Shit.
What the hell?
Then Clara takes cover. Raya and the drift dead are within arm's reach and Clara is taking cover, 60 feet ahead. To use healing channel on yourself and Clara, get within 30 feet of them. Keskadai, do you swing your... You cautiously kick off from your current position and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 12, with no bonus, is 12.
Yay!
You gracefully fall back 30 feet. Do you fire at the drift dead? Or... Rolling for attack. 4, plus 3 attack
God damn
bonus,
it.
is 7. Miss. Raya fires her hand coil at the drift dead.
I'm gonna take you apart and leave you apart.
3 damage. The drift dead is hurt and visibly slowing down. The drift dead tries to rake Raya with her glowing claws. Ten damage.
You
Ouch.
think that's gonna stop me? 'Cause it'll just slow me down a little bit. Oh.
Raya is seriously wounded, then the drift dead whirls and vanishes, reappearing 120 feet ahead. Clara grabs her head and struggles to get control of her body. Raya is taking cover, 30 feet ahead, Clara is taking cover, 90 feet ahead, and the drift dead is just beyond your range, 120 feet ahead. Keskadai,
Wow.
do you advance? Or take cover?
Take cover.
You dart behind cover. Do you advance? Or hide out of sight? You can use your turn action to try and hide when behind cover. If successful, you become hidden for 1 turn and cannot be targeted for attacks. Also, you get +2 bonus when attacking from hidden. Rolling for stealth check. 18, +2 stealth bonus, is 20.
Yes! Oh, what?
The drift dead spots you, and you fail to hide.
That's bullshit!
Raya exits cover and advances 30 feet, then fires her hand coil at the drift dead.
That was bullshit too!
The drift dead falls back 30 feet. Clara swings her seismic pick at the drift dead.
That's how it's done, Greenie.
3 damage. The drift dead is unable to survive much longer. Raya is 60 feet ahead, and Clara is taking cover, 90 feet ahead. And the drift dead is just beyond your range, 90 feet ahead. You are behind cover. Keskadai, do you advance? Or hide out of sight? Rolling for stealth check. 11, +2 stealth bonus, is 13. The drift dead spots you, and you fail to hide. Do you advance? Or fall back? You cautiously kick off from your current position and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 12, with no bonus, is 12. You leave cover and gracefully fall back 30 feet. Raya fires her hand coil at the drift dead.
Damn it!
Damn.
Then Raya takes cover. The drift dead swipes her withered claws at Clara. Nine damage.
I think I'm gonna need a healing serum.
Clara is in very bad condition, then the drift dead whirls and vanishes, reappearing right next to you. Clara struggles against the pink energy swirling around her body. The drift dead is within arm's reach. Raya is taking cover, 90 feet. Keskadai, a quick question before rolling for attack. If you'd like to speed things up, you can turn on fast mode, where I will skip the dice roll details and jump to the outcome. Would you like to turn on fast mode? Okay, fast mode not enabled. Rolling for attack. 1.
Fuck.
Critical fail. Do you move towards Clara? Or stand your ground? You carefully push off and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 20 with no bonus is 20. You gracefully advance 30 feet. Raya exits cover and falls back 30 feet, then fires her hand coil at the drift dead.
Alright. Yes!
6 damage.
Oh, please, die.
The drift dead is defeated.
Yes! Woo, we almost lost that.
Clara scrubs at her face. This time, when she looks at you, her eyes are clear.
That wasn't me. That thing was in my head.
The spirit seems to shrink and twist inward on itself, features contorting, then explodes outward in a shockwave of pink energy. When your vision clears, the ghost is gone. You take a moment to rest and recover from your injuries.
Raya is restored to her maximum of 20 hit points. Clara is restored to 14 hit points. You are restored to your maximum of 24 hit points. Clara downs a couple healing serums and is now fully healed.
Awesome.
Congratulations. You earned the Screams of the Past award for defeating the ghost of Moriko Nash on the Drift Rock. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Progress saved. 30% complete.
Whew.
Clara's rifle drops from nerveless fingers.
I'm so sorry.
She rushes forward and wraps you in a hug.
Do you hug her back? Endure it awkwardly? Or shove her away?
Hook her back.
You put your arms around Clara. There's a brief moment of surprise, and then she melts into you. When at last she steps back, the circuit tattoos on her cheeks glow furiously.
Well, I'm glad you're not holding it against me. Figuratively, that is.
Ha 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 ha.
Without the psychic screams of a murderous spirit ringing inside your skull, the airless cavern is silent once more.
Rolling for perception check. 15 plus 10 perception bonus is 25.
Nice.
The three of you spread out, examining the room's smooth, twisting pillars. But there's no sign of the ghost, nor any clues as to what might have carved the cavern's strange structures.
Hey, that ghost. Did you notice what she was wearing?
As soon as Raya mentions it, you realize something that had been nagging at you. Raya sees it in your face and nods.
Her spacesuit was different than the others. An older model, without the same ship identification patches. I don't think she was part of the Acreon's crew.
What? You think there's someone else out here? Or did they have a passenger?
I don't know, but she kept screaming about her body. Maybe it's around here somewhere?
You nod thoughtfully. Restless spirits often haunt areas near where they died. It seems likely the woman's corpse is nearby.
It is.
Whatever. One more body bag for station security to deal with.
Progress saved. 35% complete. Take a break? Or keep going?
Raya frowns.
No, Void Stalkers may turn people into zombies, but they don't turn them into ghosts. Whatever's going on here, I think it's more complicated than either astral extractions or the Hardscrabble Collective realize.
She gestures toward the pit in the center of the room.
Onward?
Together, the three of you sail down the shaft, trailed by Nor's drone, the world tilting around you as you change orientation, turning the pit into a tunnel. After almost a minute of featureless descent into the asteroid's heart, the tunnel ends in a new cavern. This one glitters like a geode with sharp crystals, and the narrow stone spires of stalagmites and stalactites all pointed inward, creating a forest of spikes. As you float inside, Clara reaches out and gingerly tugs herself to a stop.
Watch yourselves. These things are as sharp as needles.
Your comms channel erupts in wet, slobbering shrieks as two more zombies launch themselves from the shadows on the other side of the room.
Look out!
Oh, not more.
Rolling for initiative. 8 plus 2 initiative bonus is
Oh,
10.
jeez.
Rolling for the other combatants. The first void zombie advances 30 feet, then whips its feeding tendril at you. 8 damage.
Ow.
You have 16 hit points remaining. The second void zombie advances 30 feet, then lashes at Clara with its feeding tendril. 9 damage.
Beginner's luck.
Clara is wounded.
Though this cavern is large, the forest of spikes leaves only a 30-foot wide sphere of empty space in the center in which to maneuver safely. But as you narrowly avoid being skewered on one of the stalactites, you realize that lack of safety might be to your advantage, and it might be possible to impale a zombie on one of the giant spikes.
Do you use your turn to try and impale one of the zombies?
Yes.
Rolling for attack. 13 with no bonus is 13.
You slam into the zombie, propelling it backward across the empty space. You slam zombie first into one of the stalactites on the opposite side, twisting yourself out of the way just in time as the spear of stone explodes through the zombie's chest. The zombie thrashes, impaled on the spike, then slowly falls limp, its blue tongue wagging.
Yes.
Whoa, nice one.
Raya is 30 feet behind you, and the second void zombie and Clara are within arm's reach. Warning, moving in 0G is difficult and requires an athletics check. To end your turn, do you stand your ground? Or fall back?
Fall back.
You carefully push off and float through 0G. Rolling for athletics check. 16, with no bonus, is 16.
Yay.
You gracefully fall back 30 feet. Raya fires magic missile at the second void zombie. Nine damage.
Nice.
The second void zombie is injured, then Raya takes cover. Clara throws a fragmentation grenade.
Yes.
Hit. The second void zombie is wounded. Clara is injured.
Oh
Clara
shit.
takes cover.
She got hit by
The
her own
second void
grenade.
zombie lashes at Clara with its feeding tendril. 10 damage.
Oh.
Clara is critically injured. Do you use your turn to try and impale the remaining zombie?
Hell yeah.
Rolling for attack. 2 with no bonus is 2.
You launch forward to grab the remaining zombie, but it dodges out of the way with surprising grace, its foul blue tongue lashing dangerously close to your face. You are unable to stop yourself and grit your teeth as one of the razor-sharp stalactites pierces your armor.
You take 4 damage, and are left with 12 hit points. Raya is next to you, and Clara is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. And the second void zombie is 30 feet ahead. Do you take cover? Or advance? You quickly take cover. Raya fires her hand coil at the second void zombie.
No!
Stop moving.
Clara uses a healing serum. Clara is wounded. The second void zombie whips its feeding tendril at
No!
Clara. 6 damage. Clara is heavily injured. Do you use your turn to try and impale the remaining zombie? Rolling for attack. 10 with no bonus is 10.
You launch forward to grab the remaining zombie, but it dodges out of the way with surprising grace, its foul blue tongue lashing dangerously close to your face. You are unable to stop yourself and grit your teeth as one of the razor-sharp stalactites pierces your armor.
You take 6 damage, leaving you with 6 remaining hit points. Raya is next to you, and Clara is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. And the second void zombie is 30 feet ahead. You are behind cover. Do you stay in cover? Or
You
advance?
use healing channel.
You already used your
God
action
damn
for this
it!
turn. Raya fires her hand coil at the second void zombie.
Fuck!
Stop moving around. You're easier to hit when you're still.
Clara throws a fragmentation grenade. Hit.
Ugh, no one hits me and lives.
Clara is in very bad condition. The second void zombie is hurt and visibly slowing down. The second void zombie lashes at Clara with its feeding tendril.
No! Oh shit, it missed.
Do you use your turn to try and impale the remaining zombie? Rolling for attack. 6
God
no
damn
bonus
it!
is 6.
You launch forward to grab the remaining zombie, but it dodges out of the way with surprising grace, its foul blue tongue lashing dangerously close to your face. You are unable to stop yourself and grit your teeth as one of the razor-sharp stalactites pierces your armor.
You take 5 damage, and are left with 1 hit point. Raya is next to you, and Clara is taking cover, 30 feet ahead. And the second void zombie is 30 feet ahead. You are behind cover. Do you stay in cover? Or advance? You remain behind cover. Raya fires her hand coil at the second void zombie.
Dude, come on!
Clara uses a healing serum. Clara is hardly injured at all. The second
Ooh.
void zombie lashes at Clara with its feeding tendril. 8 damage.
Ow.
Clara is wounded. Do you use your turn to try and impale the remaining zombie?
No.
Raya is next to you, and Clara is taking... Rolling for attack. 16, plus 3 attack bonus, is 19. Rolling for damage. 6. The second void zombie is barely hanging on. Do you stay in cover? Or... You stay in cover. Raya fires her hand coil at the second void zombie.
Damn, Raya, you suck.
Seriously?
Clara fires her autocannon at the second void zombie.
Not so tough now.
5 damage.
Wow, finally. That was fucking way more difficult than it needed to be.
The second void zombie is defeated.
Let's rest and regroup for a minute.
Clara is restored to her maximum of 23 hit points. You are restored to 13 hit points. You are 11 hit points short of your maximum and have 7 healing serums. Do you use a healing serum?
Yes.
Rolling for healing amount. 1.
Really?
1 hit point healed. You have 14 hit points remaining. You are 10 hit points short of your maximum and have 6 healing serums. Do you use another healing serum? Rolling for healing amount. 4.
Fuck you.
4 hit points healed. You currently have 18 hit points. You are 6 hit points short of your maximum and have 5 healing serums. Do you use another healing
Fine,
serum?
one more. Jesus.
Rolling for healing amount. 4.
There.
4 hit points healed. You currently have 22 hit points. You are 2 hit points short of your maximum and have 4 healing serums. Do you use another healing serum? Progress saved. 40% complete.
Zombies and their mangled pieces float in the air, dark blood oozing out along spacesuited limbs before boiling away into the vacuum. Clara makes a face and bats away a severed arm.
Ugh. I hope Nor's covering our cleaning bills.
Something's not right. This looks like the end of the tunnel, but there aren't enough bodies. The crew manifest Nor gave us said there were 6 hardscrabblers aboard. Even if we count the ghost, this is only 5.
Maybe somebody got spaced climbing down here. Or maybe the rest are in here somewhere, tucked away out of sight. Plenty of places to hide a body with all these spires and crystals. Anyway, you start looking. I'm gonna search the bodies we've got.
Do you help Clara loot the bodies? Or help Raya search the forest of spikes?
Help Raya.
Sorry, I
Really?
didn't catch that. Do you help Clara loot the bodies? Or help Raya search the forest of spikes?
You and Raya leave Clara to search the corpses, then carefully descend down into the crowd of stalagmites.
You go left, I'll go right. Yell if you find anything.
She slithers away through the stone forest, and you turn and do the same.
Rolling for perception check. 12 plus 10 perception bonus is 22.
Yeah.
Clara narrates her investigation as you search the cavern's rough floor.
Looks like these were both Acreon crew. One's the captain from that recording, and I'm pretty sure the other one is a Kasatha. Or was a Kasatha. This thing really did a number on her.
But you are not listening, because hidden in a narrow clearing beneath a dome of arching stalagmites, you just found a door. You call for the others to join you.
What in the world?
The door is made of metal, and looks like something off of a top-of-the-line spaceship, yet is set seamlessly into the surrounding rock. An obvious touchpad of some sort is set into its otherwise smooth surface, surrounded by a circle of softly glowing runes.
Do you try using the touchpad? Or examine the runes first?
Examine the runes.
You lean in close to the runes, trying to make sense of them, as Raya peers eagerly over your shoulder.
Rolling for culture check. 2 plus 7 culture bonus is 9.
Well, that sucked.
The characters are totally unfamiliar to you, just a bunch of glowing alien squiggles. Raya consults her gauntlet computer, then shakes her head.
I've never seen anything like these before. There's no match in my language archive. Here, touch the control pad and see what happens.
You place your hand on the touchpad, and the door irises open, disappearing into the surrounding wall.
Oh. I forgot that's what happened.
Holy tomes.
Beyond stretches a corridor that looks like something off of a space station. Gone are the natural rock walls, replaced by gleaming sheets of polished metal studded with unknown equipment. Panels on the walls flash with lights and more of the mysterious symbols, and a hum of unseen machinery pulses through the walls. As you float through the doorway, your body is seized by unexpected gravity.
Rolling for reflex save. 5 plus 2 reflex bonus is 7.
That sucked.
You tumble to the floor, landing on your head.
Ow.
You take 1 damage and are left with 21 hit points.
Clara's grin makes your antennae flutter with embarrassment.
You, might want to work on your landings a little there, Chief.
Inside his protective canister, Chick radiates amusement.
Progress saved.
Cute.
45% complete. Pause for now? Or keep playing?
Keep playing.
Raya pokes her hand through the doorway, testing the unexpected gravity, then steps carefully through, followed by Clara.
Someone's clearly running an artificial gravity generator in here. But who? And why? What even is this place? And do you think the Acreon's crew found it?
I mean, they must have, right? We haven't passed any side tunnels, and you said we still haven't found everyone.
Ahead, the passageway curves away out of sight. All around you, alien machinery whirs, performing its unknown functions. Raya immediately zeroes in on a glowing square inset in one of the walls.
I think this might be a control panel.
She reaches out to touch it, but stops short at the last moment.
On second thought, these systems don't match any I've seen before. Who knows what they control, or what condition they are in?
Do you ask Raya to hack it? Or leave it alone?
See if she can hack it.
Raya leans in eagerly toward the square, which wobbles and deforms as if it were the surface of a pool of water. Blue energy crackles around her eyes and antennae.
I think it's a telepathic interface. I can't parse what language it's in, but I can almost see the shape of the system.
Ah, that never works.
The air around Raya seems to hum with psychic energy, an excited reverberation inside your bones. Flashes of colors and unknown flavors storm through your senses, carrying some meaning you can't follow.
Almost.
Energy, like smooth waves of blue lightning, blasts out of the console, connecting your head with Raya's and Clara's. For an instant, you feel like you can see everything your colleagues have ever experienced, along with flashes of an alien sun. Then, all the images are washed away in a blast of cold.
Time to test your ability to resist
Ouch.
mental influence and other magical effects with a will saving throw. Rolling for will save. 10 plus 7 will bonus is 17. You take 5 damage, and are left with 16 hit
Ooh.
points. Raya takes 5 damage. Clara takes 5 damage.
Woozily, the three of you pick yourselves up off the floor. Clara shakes her head.
Hey, Greenie. Next time you see a button, maybe don't press it, okay?
Raya takes a healing serum. And is now fully healed. Clara takes a healing serum. And is now fully healed. You are 8 hit points short of your maximum and have 4 healing serums. Do you use a healing serum?
Nah.
Congratulations. You earned the Alien Archives Award for discovering remnants of mysterious alien tech. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Raya squints around at the rest of the blinking machinery.
Wow, there is so much we could learn here.
We're not getting paid to study, Professor. This is all getting recorded by Noor's camera drone anyway. I'm sure half the xenoanthropologists on Absalom Station are wetting their pant analogs over this footage already. Our job is to find the crew and get back to the station, before you run out of air and I lose my paycheck, remember?
Do you study the machinery? Or continue exploring the drift rock?
Pant analogs. Let's study the machinery. 'Cause fuck it.
You investigate the machines.
Rolling for mysticism check. 17 plus 10 mysticism bonus is
Woo!
27.
You don't know much about technology, but you've devoted your life to magic, especially the mysterious and miraculous. You lean in close to the machinery, letting your goddess's 3-part nature, birth, death, and fate, swirl inside you. As you run your hands and antennae over the walls, you let her power radiate outward, interacting with the alien magic in the walls. Like a lot of things in the Pact worlds, this is hybrid tech, a seamless technomantic blend of magic forces and mundane physics. Yet the spells here feel ancient and abandoned, like a dusty burial shroud. You get the sense that they were used to monitor something, some larger system located elsewhere. Unfamiliar symbols pulse like error messages in your mind's eye, conveying only a feeling of warning. You step back and relate the information to the others.
Fascinating. I hope Chiskisk will send out a proper research team. Maybe they'll even let us be on it.
Rolling for perception check. 12 plus 10 perception bonus is 22.
You decide to move on, raising your weapon and gesturing for the rest of the party to follow.
Finally.
But as you turn to leave, your eye catches on a particular section of the wall. Something about the positioning of the devices here seems different. Where the others seem random in their placement, these are all in a straight line. You crouch down and run your hands over the wall. A seam appears beneath your fingers, following the line you'd noticed, and a whole section of the wall pulls in and away, revealing a secret hatch.
Whoa!
Raya sends her magical lights down inside the passageway, revealing a short horizontal shaft to another room.
Oh, this just screams secret treasure.
Or a nest of zombies that will surely kill us.
Or both.
Should we check it out?
Do you explore the room?
Yeah.
Secret doors. Now that's more like it. You know who builds secret doors? People with secret treasure, that's who.
She drops to her stomach and crawls inside the hole. You and Raya follow.
Progress saved. 55% complete.
The three of you crawl through the narrow passage and out into a larger cube-shaped room just wide enough for all three of you to stand abreast. The metal walls are threaded through with circuits of glowing crystal that blend and branch organically across every surface. Yet all eyes are immediately drawn to the dead woman in the center of the room.
Oh gods, is that?
Clara crouches down next to the corpse, who's wearing a familiar spacesuit.
Yeah, the ghost from earlier. Guess we found the body she was looking for.
The corpse holds a pistol in one hand and a datapad in the other.
Do you examine the corpse and its gear? Inspect the datapad? Or leave?
Examine the corpse and its gear.
You lean in close and examine the corpse. The mummified skin has split and cracked, but you can see that the deceased was a human woman with black hair, wearing an environment suit old enough to be considered vintage. Though several messy wounds stain the suit, the cause of death seems obvious. A self-inflicted blast to the head from the arc pistol clutched in her hand.
Well, at least she went out on her own terms.
Do you inspect the datapad? Or leave?
Inspect the datapad.
You pick up the datapad. Its battery is dead, but Raya quickly swaps it with a spare, and its lights blink on, and its holographic projector activates. An old-fashioned hologram of blue light forms in the air before you, showing the head and shoulders of the corpse. In life, she was a slender human woman of maybe 30, with a commanding presence and black hair pulled back in a severe ponytail. She looks exhausted.
My name is Moriko Nash, captain of the starship Sunrise Maiden. If you're seeing this, then I am dead. I was exploring solo in the drift when I came across this asteroid. I landed and had begun mapping out the caverns when something attacked me. A lamprey-faced monster that walked through walls. I managed to wound it with my pistol, but it hurt me more. I'm trapped in this hiding spot, unable to drag myself back to my ship. Eventually, my force field will give out, and then it'll be all over.
She holds up the pistol.
I've always been master of my own fate, and I'm not going to change that now. When my force field goes, I'll fight. But I'm saving my last charge for myself. My life, my death. This is my last will and testament. To whoever finds this, I leave the Sunrise Maiden to you. Leave my body here. We came from the stars, and to the stars I'll return. But the Maiden deserves to keep flying.
Wow.
You said it, Greenie. We got ourselves a ship. Now let's go get it.
She leans down and
Nice.
begins roughly tearing apart the corpse's suit, spraying dusty flesh everywhere.
Hey, show some respect.
What? She mentioned a force field generator. She doesn't have any use for it anymore, and I do.
Do you agree with Raya? Or Clara?
Claire.
Clara makes a good point. You give Raya a half-hearted shrug.
Oh, damn.
Clara holds up a small armor augmentation module.
The crystals are totally cracked. No wonder her field gave out.
Rolling for culture check. 1 plus 7 culture bonus is
Fail.
8.
As you think back over the captain's recording, something about the name Sunrise Maiden nags at your memory, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Raya frowns.
That creature she mentioned? It doesn't sound like a Void Stalker. What do you think killed her?
Rolling for science check. 11 with no bonus is 11.
You shake your head. Clara squints down at the wounds on Moriko's desiccated corpse.
Description doesn't ring any bells for me either, except the usual monster alarm. Let's hope it's moved on already.
You say a quick prayer for the deceased, thanking Pharasma that after years of undead torment, this soul has finally gone on to its just reward. Together with your companions, you squirm back out of the chamber and close the secret hatch.
Progress saved. 60% complete. Pause for now? Or keep playing?
The artificial gravity remains in effect as you proceed down the tunnel. Strange machinery continues to cover the walls, interspersed with stretches of blank metal, thousands of tiny pipes branching like veins, or shimmering lights that power on as you pass, following you down the corridor in a wave. As you turn a corner, you find the way ahead blocked by a pile of iridescent purple scrap metal, its pieces swooping and curving in strange designs.
Huh. What do you think?
The pile surges upward, revealing itself to be a three-legged robot. Its vaguely avian head swivels to look at you.
Do you ready your weapons? Or try to communicate with it?
Try to communicate with it.
You and Raya lower your weapons.
I'm sorry, robot. We don't understand you.
Two arms that look suspiciously like weapon barrels begin to glow an evil red.
Oh, I think we understand it just fine. Get down!
Clara yanks you and Raya to the floor as two tight helixes of red lightning blast through the space you had occupied only moments before. As the robot advances toward you, you notice that its movements seem stiff. Some of its components seem to have degraded, sparking and seizing. Still, its electricity cannons seem plenty functional. While you don't recognize this model, you're pretty sure that any robot can be deactivated, one way or another.
Do you fight the robot? Or try to deactivate it?
Try to deactivate it.
You shout for Raya to help you disable the bot, then charge toward it.
Yes!
Raya studies the robot as you bob and weave, trying to hold its attention. After an endless moment, she brightens.
I think I've got something. Just, get it to shoot at you.
Given the situation, that doesn't seem particularly difficult. You leap back out of range of the robot's mechanical limbs, but leave yourself exposed. Twin energy weapons train on you, their maws glowing with energy. Raya leaps in, thrusting a hand up under one of the robot's cannons. Sparks play across armored plating, and the robot seizes, then slowly topples to the floor.
Yeah!
Raya stands triumphantly over its metallic corpse.
I figured those power regulators might be old and close to failing. I wagered that by adding my own juice, I could potentially overload them. but only if it was already diverting max power to those cannons.
Potentially?
Clara pats your shoulder.
That's a hell of a gamble, Greenie. Good thing you were right.
Let's rest and regroup for a minute.
Awesome.
You are restored to your maximum of 24 hit points. Progress saved. 65% complete. Take a break? Or keep going?
Keep going. I knew I wouldn't have to use another healing serum.
Raya crouches down next to the fallen robot, and you join her as she runs wires into unfamiliar ports and scans components, comparing them to technical specs in her computer.
Yay!
I've never seen anything like this. It's clearly some sort of security bot. I can't read the programming, but it is programming. It's too consistent to be sentient, but none of these parts match anything in my catalog. I think this might be previously unknown technology. Oh, my old robotics professor Galupo would short-circuit if he saw this.
Raya stares at the motionless robot, deep in thought. You catch her eye.
Scholars have a right to study this incredible artifact. But I worry they won't get the chance if Astral Extractions gets their way with the drift rock. I'm tempted to extract the core and take it with us, just in case. On the other hand, removing anything could be seen by the academic community as compromising the site. What do you think?
Should you take the alien tech? Or leave it?
Leave it.
Yeah, you're right. A site of this academic importance shouldn't be disturbed more than necessary.
We just made first contact with another culture.
First contact? Yeah, I'd say we contacted pretty hard.
Oh, these tunnels must be the anomaly the Acreon saw on their scans.
And I'll bet my last credit this is why Astral Extractions is so hot to get their hands on this asteroid. Tech from a previously unknown culture? Oh, that payday will make a couple of no-qual cocoons look like chump change. Bet you the captain was right. And Astral let this crew get eaten on purpose so that they wouldn't find this before Astral could make a play for possession.
That's horrible.
That's business.
This is a discovery of unbelievable academic value. It deserves to be studied by scholars from across the Pact Worlds.
Scholars like you?
Well, I would be honored. But wait, we're missing the real question.
Which is...
Raya gestures to the walls and the fallen robot.
This bot attacked us on sight, right? And it's old and worn out, but there's no indication that it was in a fight before us. So if the missing Acreon crew members came through here, why didn't it attack them? And if they didn't come here, where did they go?
Clara raises her rifle.
More mysteries. I hate mysteries.
Together, you continue on down the hall.
Progress saved. 70% complete. Take a break? Or keep going?
Oh my god. Stop asking me that. Just go.
Soon enough, the corridor ends in a vast stone cavern with a smooth floor and a vaulted ceiling. Huge metal doors, appropriate for a space station docking bay, stand in the far wall. In the center, taking up the majority of the space, stands a sleek starship, even larger than the hippocampus.
Wow, look at that!
No. Look at that.
The android points to the floor near the ship, where two corpses lie in a bloody mess.
Oh boy.
Looks like we found the rest of the Acreon's crew.
Do you examine the corpses first? Or turn your attention to the ship?
Examine the corpses. What the hell?
You carefully approach the two corpses, weapons ready. The bodies remain motionless. The two victims are wearing environmental suits emblazoned with the now familiar Acreon label. Their bodies are torn open from throat to stomach, their organs positioned in a strange interlocking circle pattern.
Oh, Eureka. These poor women.
Time to test your survival expertise. The survival skill represents your ability to survive in wilderness, hunt and forage, and follow a creature's tracks. Rolling for survival check. 20 plus 4 survival bonus is 24.
Ooh.
Your religious training has taught you a lot about how to read a corpse. While the arrangement of the organs makes it obvious that someone turned these people into a twisted art project, the relative lack of blood on the floor around the corpses indicates that they were killed elsewhere and then transported here. Their pockets are empty, with bloody smears suggesting someone already went through them. The wounds in their torsos are rough tears, consistent with animal claws, and one of the corpses shows a strange circular bite pattern, as if from a mouth the size of your head.
Didn't the dead woman's recording say the thing that killed her had a mouth like this? A lamprey-faced monster? Hey, look here.
Clara points you to a drop of blood several feet away from the corpses, which leads you to another drop, and another, right up the boarding ramp to the ship.
Whatever killed these folks, it's in there.
Progress saved. 72% complete. Pause for now? Or keep playing?
You approach the ship, studying its sleek lines.
Rolling for culture check. 15 plus 7 culture bonus is 22.
Woo.
You immediately recognize the ship model as a Sanjeval Vagabond, a common light freighter used for transport and exploration.
This is a hell of a step up from that coffin I was flying when I met you.
You mean when you attacked us?
Yeah, that's what I said. Now this is luxury. You can sleep a crew of 6 in one of these, easy. These thrusters are what? Dakar M10s? Huh. And that particle beam projector on the turret? Folks will think twice before messing with us.
Us?
Clara blushes slightly, cheek circuits flaring, then starts up the ramp into the ship. As your enthusiastic android friend reaches the top of the ramp, however, her way is suddenly blocked by a field of blue light. The light slowly coalesces into a blue hologram of a human woman.
My name is Moriko Nash, and this is my ship, the Sunrise Maiden. If you are seeing this message, then I am likely dead.
Yeah, we know.
Clara shoves through the recording, and the hologram dissolves into motes of blue light as the projector shuts off. You share a look with Raya, then follow Clara up into the ship.
Progress saved. 75% complete.
As you enter the ship, lights snap on, and Raya tests out the hatch controls. The door slides closed behind you, and the airlock cycles.
Looks like we've still got power, and suit sensors say there's good air in here.
She pulls off her helmet, letting her antennae stretch.
Yeresa, oh, that's better.
You find yourselves in a large, empty cargo bay. Through the open door on the far side, you find a utilitarian hallway running forward and aft. The ship is silent, save for the soft hum of machinery, and Raya shivers.
Okay, I am done with ghost ships. Let's get to the bridge and get the hell out of here.
Not so fast, Greenbean. We may have found the crew, but your ambassador's still gonna want to know what offed them. Besides, we should scout the place out first. Make sure we're the only things in here.
Do you explore the ship first? Or signal that it's time to leave?
Explore the ship.
With guns up, you begin creeping from room to room, headed toward the bridge. You pass a galley and a lounge, then several small cabins, all with their beds still perfectly made. Near the bow, you find a large bay full of individually sized escape pods.
Looks like all the pods are still here.
Your eye falls on several bloody splotches on the floor near the forward wall. You jerk your chin toward them, and the others follow your gaze.
I knew it. Eyes open, everyone. We've...
Clara breaks off as the bulkhead wall next to her shimmers and shifts, like a heat mirage. It bulges outward, its substance becoming a field of whirling motes as something taller than the android pushes through. coalescing into thin limbs and a circular maw. Membranous wings spread wide as Clara staggers back.
Oh boy.
The creature's gray-green skin has the slimy sheen of a leech, yet it stands upright on 2 hooves, its body humanoid and muscular. Vast, transparent wings fill the room, and a serpentine tail thrashes against the wall where it just emerged. Yet the worst part is its head, a featureless leech-like maw with rows of curving fangs.
Rolling for science check. 3 with
Ah,
no bonus
fail.
is 3.
You have no idea what this creature is, but you know a predator when you
Yeah,
see
no
it.
shit.
Rolling for initiative. 9 plus 2 initiative
Oh
bonus
my
plus
God.
5 prepared is 16.
Okay,
Rolling for the other
maybe.
combatants. Raya casts supercharged
Oh,
weapon on Clara.
yay!
Power levels maximized.
Go, Raya.
Then takes cover. Garakakal advances 30 feet, then lunges fangs first towards you.
Ah, shit.
Nine
Ow.
damage. You have 15 hit points remaining. Clara fires her autocannon at Garakakal.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wouldn't want to be you.
Supercharged, 17 damage. Garakakal is wounded, then Clara takes cover. Raya, Garakakal and Clara are within arm's reach. To start your turn, do you cast Reflecting Armor? Swing your dueling sword at Garakakal? Or fire at Garakakal?
Cast Reflecting Armor.
Reflecting Armor active. To end your turn, do you stand your ground? Or fall back? You dart behind cover. Raya fires magic missile at Garakakal. Eight damage.
Nice.
Garakakal is injured.
The creature hunches forward, round maw dilating open. A telepathic screech fills your mind as it seems to inhale, arms flung wide. As it does, you feel a sudden tearing, not just physically, but somewhere deeper inside.
Ooh.
Your body flares with pain, as if you were being torn apart molecule by molecule. And for an eye blink, you think you see a ghostly double image of yourself, overlapping your own body. It stretches away from you, pulled like smoke into the creature's open maw.
Rolling for fortitude save. 14, with no bonus, is 14. You're able to hold on to your life force and resist the effect. Clara fires her autocannon at Garakakal.
Not so tough now.
10 damage.
Nice.
Garakakal is hurt and visibly slowing down. Raya, Garakakal and Clara are within arm's reach. You are behind cover. Keskadai, do you swing your dueling sword? Rolling for attack. 18, plus 3 attack bonus, is 21. Rolling for damage. 2, Garakakal is hurt and visibly slowing down. Do you stay in cover? Or fall back? You remain behind cover. Raya fires her hand coil at Garakakal.
Shit.
What the hell?
The creature opens its mouth again, and once more you feel the suction on your soul as it drinks your life energy.
Rolling for fortitude save. 12, with no bonus, is 12. Garakakal drains 9 health points from
fuck.
you. Reflecting armor intercepts the attack, transforming it into magical energy which bounces off you and to the
Oh,
side.
nice.
-9 reflecting armor, you have 15 hit points remaining. Garakakal is seriously wounded. Clara fires her autocannon at Garakakal.
Shit.
Stop bouncing around and fight me already.
Raya, Garakakal and Clara are within arm's reach. You are behind cover. Keskadai, do you swing your dueling sword at Garakakal? Rolling for damage. 6.
Mind thrust.
Garakakal is seriously wounded. Do you stay in cover? Or fall back? You exit cover and fall back 30 feet. Raya fires her hand coil at Garakakal.
Shit!
I meant to do that!
Garakakal lunges fangs first towards Clara.
Ow!
Oh, that stings.
Clara is heavily injured, then Garakakal takes cover. Clara fires her autocannon at Garakakal.
Ha! Yes!
7 damage. Garakakal is in very bad condition. Raya, Garakakal and Clara are taking cover, 30 feet ahead. Keskadai, do you fire at Garakakal? Rolling for attack. 3 plus 3 attack bonus is 6. Miss. Do you take cover? Or advance? You dart behind cover. Raya fires her hand coil at Garakakal.
Oh, that was satisfying. This is fun.
3 damage. Garakakal is severely injured. Garakakal tries to bite Raya. $11 damage. Raya is heavily injured. Clara fires her autocannon at Garakakal.
This is where I put you down.
9 damage. Garakakal is
Yes! Woo!
With a final scream, the creature collapses, its wings jerking and then going still.
Gotcha, you flying trash bag.
To your surprise, Raya walks over and kicks it hard in the side.
Stupid Garakakal alien thing! You.
Oh, Greenie. This is a new side of you. What's up your thruster?
You saw what it did to the Acreon crew members? The Voidstalkers were just trying to feed and reproduce, but this thing was playing with them. It was smart enough to know right from wrong, and it killed them anyway. I'd like to go home now.
Congratulations. You earned the Pest Control Award for defeating the mysterious alien in the Sunrise Maiden. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Progress saved. 90% complete. Pause for now? Or keep playing?
That was nuts and stressful.
You run to the ship's bridge. Unlike aboard the Acreon, everything here appears tidy and shipshape. The screens around the captain's chair bright with data. You seat yourself in it and tap the controls to power up additional flight stations for Clara and Raya. Clara winces and points out the forward viewport.
Damn, we're gonna need to get those open.
Raya rises from her chair.
I can do it. I'm sure there are controls for them out there somewhere.
No way, Greenie. It's too dangerous to split up. Captain, let me blast them open.
Should Raya hack the doors? Or should Clara blast them open?
Hack the doors.
Raya smiles and heads for the door.
It's nice to know you care, Clara, but I'm betting this place only has one monster, and we just handled it.
Raya exits the ship and heads across the cavern to the giant blast doors.
I don't like this. She's too exposed.
To the right of the doors, Raya stops and yanks open a metal panel.
Just as I thought. Any doors like this are going to have a manual override. You'd want it as simple as possible for safety. So if I just...
The doors slide open, and Raya scampers back to the ship. Clara fires up the engines just as the Technomancer reaches her seat.
Strap in, everybody. We're ditching this rock.
Clara jams the thrusters, and you're slammed backward by G-forces as the ship blasts out of the docking bay and into open space.
Awesome.
Clara, Was that really necessary?
Absolutely.
Clara twists the ship through a tight barrel roll.
Now that was unnecessary.
Raya looks a little nauseous. As Clara turns the ship back toward Absalom Station, your comms unit pings.
Incoming transmission from Ambassador Nora.
Raya routes the transmission onto one of the ship's screens.
Congratulations, team. I'll admit that I didn't see this particular twist with the ship coming, but I have already spoken with Absalom Station Traffic Control, and they've agreed that, given your findings, they can lift quarantine and allow you to return to the station.
How generous.
Now, if you wouldn't mind summarizing your conclusions.
Of course, Ambassador. We believe that when the Acreon's crew found this asteroid floating in the drift, they also found several no-qual crystals in one of its caverns and brought them back to their ship. These turned out to be Voidstalker cocoons, which hatched and attacked the crew, possibly aided by the predatory creature we just encountered. When they proved unable to defeat the Voidstalkers, the crew retreated to the asteroid, but it was too late. Several died of their wounds or Voidstalker infestations, and the remainder were killed by the asteroid's resident.
Will you mention your suspicions about Astral Extraction's involvement in the disaster?
No, he already knows, but he can't prove it.
You keep any speculation to yourself and stick to the facts.
And this asteroid, the so-called drift rock, it's certainly turned out to be more interesting than anyone expected. In light of its unique nature, do you think it should go to one of the mining companies? Or should it be reserved for academic study by someone like the Starfinders?
Should it belong to a mining company? Or be reserved for academic study?
Be reserved for study, of course.
Wait, is that an option? This could be the find of this century. Alien technology. Maybe the Starfinders could compensate the miners, or my university.
Yes, well, perhaps something can be worked out. In any case, thank you for your thoughts. They've been most enlightening.
Thank you, Ambassador. And if you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea of how you're going to decode the case?
Going to decide? My dear, I issued my verdict before I called you. Your footage provided me with all the information I needed to make a decision. I was merely curious as to your thought processes. You mortals can be so delightfully surprising. In any case, I'll have a car waiting for you when you return, so we can speak further and settle our debt. In the meantime, allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a truly historic mission.
The screen goes blank.
Our thought processes? What a pompous self-satisfied... We go through all this effort to investigate, risking our lives, and he doesn't even wait to hear what we think before...
Incoming transmission from Otal Sirisi.
Another transmission? You two running a call-in show or something?
Hey, it's Otal Sirisi. I need to meet with you immediately. The ambassador just issued his arbitration and gave Astral Extractions everything they wanted.
Congratulations. You earned the Maiden Voyage Award for taking off in the Sunrise Maiden. Keep playing to discover more awards.
Progress saved. 100% complete. Would you like to hear the episode credits? Or continue to episode 6?
Episode credits, and then we'll get to the last episode.
This concludes the Starfinder Alexa Adventure, Dead Sons, Episode 5, Drift Phantoms. Written by James L. Sutter, based on the tabletop adventure Incident at Absalom Station by Robert G. McCreary. To return to Absalom Station and get justice for the Acreon's crew, continue to the final episode, Hostile Takeover. Kevin Paizo as the narrator.
Elizabeth Evans as Raya Danviri.
Laura Bailey as Clara 247.
Allison Johnson as Moriko Nash.
Lauren Fortgang as Roguk and the Sunrise Maiden AI.
Nick Sullivan as Otal Sarisi.
The Starfinder role-playing game is copyright 2020 by Paizo Inc. All rights reserved.
Congratulations. You have completed episode 5 as Keskadai.